Steelers as the Vikings get set to do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
Hot! 180!
Mike, check. 53's Mike.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
You can't hang with us.
Cousins on first down.
Hey.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down. So on fourth down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. Taken from just outside the 30. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up first and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, second and right at a yard. On second and a yard, Wentz caught by the tight end Ertz.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself a big...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Raheem Mostert, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
On second down, Cook. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
53's the mic. 53.
Cousins from the gun on third. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did something like that.
From the 31, Wentz. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Great 15.
Now Wentz to try again after the pick six. It's caught by Sanders. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This pass complete. Wentz to Ertz. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
He was brought down by Eric Wilson.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And Sanders has got it complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
53. Defense wins championships, baby.
Throwing is Wentz. Sanders has it over the middle. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on, you heave one deep and you catch him close to the spot.
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Deshaun Jackson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Throwing. Cousins. It's caught. Smith. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Gun.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Now Cousins. He's got his man Sharp complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Watch the safety.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Eluding the pressure right. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 35. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Cousins to throw it. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Safe.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. Cook stripped, the ball's out, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Here's Mostert. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. This is Mostert. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Throwing on first is Wentz. And that's complete to Sanders. Give him 9 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and short. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Mike, 55. Check, 55.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he connects with Ertz. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 31-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Wentz. Over the middle, complete. That's Sanders. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Throwing now is Wentz. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 21-7. And a fair catch.
Fair catch.
We play to win. Let's go.
The Vikings take over first and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
Jam him, jam him, jam, jam.
Quaker on the hop.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Complete to Tajay Sharp. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
To Hunt. What Eddie?
We got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. All day.
Zebra.
Every day. Any day. 53's the Mike. 53. Check 53. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Where's the Hunt?
On 3rd down, Cousins escaping the pressure right. And incomplete, a disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Cook. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a run with Cook. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 36, Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Gun.
Check.
Leave it. Ring up 48.
Check. 53's Mike. I got
Lens 50.
check.
Gun.
Motion.
Black.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And this one complete to Smith. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
That's Mike, number 53. Mike, 50.
Lucky Pistol.
Be a long day for you. Kill.
They'll run on 1st down. Cook.
You better bring it.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this one a 41-yard attempt. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go, let's go.
Their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
Mike's by 4. You run.
From the gun on third down, Wentz. Throw left side complete. That's Ward. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. Wentz now on first down.
And there was absolutely
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Another try after the first down sack. Wentz, and the pressure gets to him again.
What I'm talking about.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
3 yards won't be enough here, as that'll bring up fourth down.
Let's get it.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
I'm coming after you.
They do go for it. It's Wentz. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position.
Turnover on down.
Check, 53's Mike. It's our time.
Try to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
You got it.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
3 down. 3 down. Bang, 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 bang.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Oh, he's got a little down. And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went 4-on-4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
At the
Here we
25
go.
yard line.
Any weapon.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Wentz. That's caught by Jackson. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
Check your hot read.
Sunday.
Wentz on to give to Sanders. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position.
Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Cousins on first down. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
You better be ready.
Cousins gives way to Cook. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Your trip is here.
On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. And he finds Cook. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
Baby, let's go. Let him run. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
On first down, it's Cook. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
55. 48. Joker.
Hey, can.
53's the Mike. 53's.
Hey, Delta.
Watch the curl.
Watch the hot.
2nd and 5 now. Cousins. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
No gain on the play.
Mostert. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Now Wentz. Got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. 3 quarters have come and gone. Break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Mostert. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
I got it.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Vikings take
Let's go,
over
folks.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. You're right there with me.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. Now Cousins on fourth down. This one taken in by Olabisi Johnson. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. No reason not to try it there. They do indeed convert on fourth. Flushed out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
He better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ward. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first. Wentz now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Ward. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted with 3. 2nd and 7. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 now. Cousins. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17.
Vikings 17.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Kickoff for Minnesota. The Eagles take over.
Let's go.
first
Let's
and
do
10
this.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. A run there on first down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it second and 5. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
53, Mike.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game.
Number 53, Mike 53.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Throwing his Wentz. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Able to get there and pick it. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. Throwing his Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. To throw, Cousins. And this is Cook with a grab. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. Cousins to throw for it on fourth. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles defense able to hold.
Check, 55 to Mike.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at the 32-yard line.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2.
Let's go, D.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days,